Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Vail Daily Live for Sunday, July 25th. My name is Ty Diaz. Is today your Monday or is today your Friday? I know a lot of us that have jobs, we tend to regard that final day of the week of that shift of that employment location to be the start of it or the end of the week. For me, at Vail Daily Live, this could be my Friday unless someone calls in and asks me to cover for them. Let's see here. Nope, I can't think of anyone that I want to call to cover for them in advance. But hey, things are looking really good. Very busy weekend we had, filled with a lot of excitement. Kicking off on Thursday. Friday, we've had anywhere from mudslides to escaping horses, a dance with the weather back and forth, flash flood watch warnings, and now we're back into summer, but still with those chances of showers. We'll be talking about that. Looking outside of the Vail Daily Live windows, traffic is already starting to pick up, heading more westbound than eastbound. That's a little bit different. Here's what you're going to find on today's show. We have Bratzo. I saw him walking around in Riverwalk. We're going to check in with him to see how life begins in Riverwalk proper. Charli is in Vail. That's where Bratzo was last week. She's checking out the farmers market. Let's see how things are developing very early in the morning. We were fortunate last week to speak to some of the vendors that were just popped open and ready to go for the start of business. I'm going to take a look at events that are happening around town today, your Sunday. We're going to learn how to make asparagus soup in one of Tricia's segments, the Dine and Drink segment. And we're going to check in with Ken in Kremling. There's some things going on there, and I've yet to find out what the heads up are on that. But, you know, there's always surprises when it comes to Ken. And here on Vail Daily Live, as usual, we'll be going through the headlines, talking about the weather, so much more, and checking into the chat feature. And as you know, you can chat and correspond with us live if you're on Facebook or on YouTube with Vail Daily Live. You can find your questions. You can tell us we're doing a great job, how much you love the show. We'll go through that with you, and we'll correspond back with you. And if you have any photos that you care to share with us, we'll go to our Instagram, where a lot of the viewers tend to share with us pictures, and they use the hashtag Vail Daily Live, and we'll do a little game of guess what's in the photo. What do you think you see? What do I see? All right. So I guess what we can do right now is see where we are with some of our hosts out in the field, and who should we go to first? It looks like Charli is ready to go. Oh, colorful setup you have there, Charli. Beautiful. You're in Vail Village at the Alpenrose. Is that sign still there saying that they're hiring?
I don't see. Oh, yes. Sign right here. They're hiring. So if anybody's looking for a job, I love the Alpenrose. I don't know if you've been, Ty, but
I have it. Tell us about the Alpenrose.
Well, I love it, and they do a big boot for beer for the guys. But I love the glühwein. So in the winter, the glühwein is beautiful. But I love all their plates that they have to offer. It's German food. If you like German food, I'm German, so maybe I'm partial to it. But it's a great place, great atmosphere. It's gorgeously decorated inside. Just a really nice vibe. So I thought I'd post up today and feel a bit, German/Swiss. I'm just pretending I'm a bit in the Alps. So yeah.
That's the design of Vail too, just the way it's configured in all the buildings. I mean, it definitely pays tribute to exactly the regions that you're describing. So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like I'm sitting in the Alps right now. So it's beautiful here. So I'm happy to be in Vail Village this morning. I'm just watching all the vendors start setting up. So we'll be catching a few of those later, and I'll show you what we have to offer here in Vail at the farmers market.
Now, you mentioned glühwein, and I see you're wearing a jacket, and usually glühwein, that's a hot drink. Do you think it's chilly enough for glühwein this morning?
Yes, it's saying it's currently around 55. There's a lot of cloud coverage in the sky. It's not too chilly. I know it's going to warm up a bit later on, but I'm always cold, so I just have a light puff jacket on currently, and then I'll slowly, take off the puffy, and then I have another jacket. So I would start your morning with a light jacket here in Vail.
A light jacket and a little bit of glühwein. And do you make glühwein yourself? Have you ever made it?
I have made it myself. Well, I cheated. I bought one that was pre-made and just heated it up. So I suppose that doesn't really count.
I've made glühwein many times. And so I use a red wine, an open bottle of wine, just before it expires, right in that window. Don't waste a drop. Heat that up, add a little bit of brandy, some cinnamon sticks inside of there, a splash of orange, some kind, and then garnish, and you are ready to go. That's glühwein.
You're just amazing. I need to get that recipe from you and actually make my own because I love glühwein. So
And I'm happy to give you the shortcut and make one for you that you can just heat up.
sounds good. I'll see you after the show.
All right, excellent. You have some friends pulling in behind there. And as you see there, Charli is in Vail Village. It is the Vail Farmers Market, Colorado's largest farmers market. And we'll be checking in with her to see the friends that she's met along the way today for the start of the morning. Our next location, Riverwalk in Edwards, and we have Bratzo. Oh, there's the man. You're reading the newspaper. That's very Clark Kent of you to have that very distinguished paper. And then the vest is ready to pull out the Bratzo chest letter on your like a superhero. Looking good. How are things shaping up this morning in Riverwalk?
Yeah, well, people's waking up. Feels like 48, not 50, not 55, 48 exactly. Good weather. I just get this little thing just in case, but it feels great right now. People start waking up. I'm start checking the news. It was I was expecting to be John Travolta as a urban cowboy chasing livestock in Eagle yesterday. That's kind of cool.
Isn't that a crazy story? I mean, I saw that in the paper. We'll be talking about it briefly, but let's go ahead and dish a little bit. So what did you hear was going on down there?
Well, I just saw the newspaper. I thought that was hilarious. Kind of only happened around here, I guess. When you drive through Eagle to the ice skate ring, a lot of times you see cows and cowboys, and that adds to the flair of Colorado. Living in the real West is really cool. Being from Peru, for me, that's so cool, so neat, and you got to see those type of things. That's what the things that make the newspaper. Yeah. But I love it. Other cities is crime. We have this unique utopic place that we live in, and it's just fun. It's just fun to read this type of news.
It is a lot of fun. And looking around you right there, I'm wondering how the day is developing in Riverwalk. Where is it that people are going? I know that you said the newspaper and the coffee, but where are you noticing people are gravitating to right in this breakfast window?
Well, for sure, coffee. Everybody go for coffee right now. Start waking up, moving around. John, how are you, man? Good morning. So people start waking up. You see, John just walked by and say what's up. And people start waking up. That's it. And there's not a lot of traffic. It's just more so to the coffee shops. I'm going to be looking into the gigs. They're going to have the Echo Boss live stream right there.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Bratzo. We'll check back in with you to see how the morning unfolds in Riverwalk. And again, Charli is over at Vail where the farmers market is happening. And as you notice with the both of them, wearing some layers, Bratzo is wearing a vest, a puffy vest. So there could be that chill in the air. We're seeing the clouds, some breeze. Let's take a look at the weather and see what's in store for your Sunday, July 25th, up and down the valley. We know we've been spending the week in the showers. We know we've been spending the week in the clouds, in the sun. We're feeling those high temperatures. And in the pockets of those clouds, that opening, those sun's rays burst right through, and you were just wondering, why is it so hot out here when the clouds overhead? You think to protect you from those elements. Well, that's the squeeze, and we are that much closer to the sun being here in the mountains. What we're finding right here is temperatures in the morning, 50s. We're finding at Vail, the low 50s, partly cloudy skies, and chance of precipitation today, we're noticing right here, 0. But the wind gusts is probably what's cutting through with those clouds this morning, where Charli is at Vail. In Edwards, where Bratzo is, a mixture of sun and clouds for the day. Temperatures where Bratzo is, and he said so, in the low 50s, 5-mile-per-hour winds, very busy. The wind gusts at times is what they're calling for, but keeping showers in the forecast for today, and it's going to be up and down the valley, spotty in areas at times, but, nature tends to do what it wants, and our prediction, our forecast are one thing, but what we get out of it in reality is another. So let's be prepared for today by packing and preparing like a pessimist and getting out there and enjoying today like an optimist, from anywhere from concerts, music, sounds, art, and so much more, hikes and biking. And here's a look at the next couple of days. So as we roll into our Monday, according to a calendar, rain in the evening, temperatures in the 80s during the daytime, mostly cloudy skies for our Tuesday, picking up those clouds, continuing with chances of showers and keeping them in the forecast. Wednesday, hanging out the 80s still again there, but the highest chance of precipitation would be our Monday. Tuesday, we're looking for that reduced chances as the time we roll into our Thursday, partly cloudy skies throughout the day. This weather is brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches, with exceptional service since 1897. They're located in Solaris, and that's over in Vail. You are watching Vail Daily Live. We look forward to interacting you in our chat feature, our chat box. And if you have any questions for us, we'll just go ahead and respond to you. We have Ken coming on the show today too.
We'll maybe have him him in a bit. Get him into some better service.
Gotcha. But what we have right now, Rachel is driving Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back right after this.
Slifer Smith and Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz. We're going to take a look at what made headlines in today's newspaper, brought to you by Slifer Smith and Frampton Real Estate. Live local. And as you can see in the cover photo, there's a celebration of life. Lene Smith, Addison Smith's mother, speaks at her daughter's memorial for Life Saturday at Battle Mountain High School in Edwards. Hundreds showed up to pay their respects. You can find the full story on page A3. Our second topic that made the top headlines you find there: horses safe after I-70 run. After escaping fairgrounds in Eagle late Friday night, horses run for miles eastbound on the interstate in a frightening incident. This story is found on A4, but I can tell you a little bit about it. Apparently, there's a campground near the fairgrounds where a makeshift corral for horses, or stalls for horses, were created, and one of the horses knocked over a wall. And then all the other horses and animals there became kind of shocked and became frantic after something due to an electrical fence, and they just made for it, making breaks for it, heading eastbound on I-70. And as that picture that we shared with you, an article describes, they took the eastbound exit as one from Denver would use after leaving the fairgrounds to head back to the Front Range. Pretty funny. All right, next, but everything is fine. Other top stories we're finding here: county rains helpful, but drought persists. And this is a look at the Thursday drought update maps showing of Western Colorado in either extreme or exceptional drought. Even heavy rains can bring some relief to warm streams. And we certainly appreciate the rain that we get around here, just because we love how green and lush that it gets in places in nature, as well as for the irrigation of people who have that about their homes. In arts and entertainment, one last bow. The final week of Bravo veiled 2021 performances. The festival puts on its last full week of performances and says goodbye to the New York Philharmonic until next summer. And you can catch shows up and down the Vail area during the day, in the evening, at Lion's Head, at the Amp, also known as the Gerald Ford Amphitheater. And so don't miss out on Bravo. But it's been a wonderful time checking out the shows at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater. And those are some of the top stories that you can find in our local newspaper. And you can find those in the blue boxes around town, as well as checking out and subscribing to the Vail Daily online. We have Ken Hovey. He is with us. What a surprise. We're going to treat him like a guest today. And you're in Kremling. Thank you for taking us on a tour. Ken, take it away.
Oh, we can't hear him.
Oh, okay. So we're going to sort out Ken's audio here in a little bit. And but as you can see in Kremling, man, I can only imagine where he's going to share with us. The last time we check in with Ken, he often does this. I'm at a secret location, can't tell you where it is, except it's in Kremling. And then you'll find him skinny dipping and fishing and just sharing us some of the secret stash locations. Bratzo's laughing at that. All right, Ken, keep your clothes on, but where are you?
Let's try this. That work a little bit better, Ty?
Much better. It's all you. So what's going on, Kremling? What's the deal?
Awesome. Forgive me, I'm on my handheld. Coming up in the program, we have so many whitewater enthusiasts, Ty, river runners, whether they be kayakers, rafters, fishermen. I had the chance yesterday to do my first lap on Gore Canyon, which is a section of the Colorado River right there. And Kremling is over yonder this morning. And the thing I wanted to share is this is called the Confluence. And this is the actual Colorado River that's coming in out here, flowing past Kremling. And not many people see it from this vantage point. Come down. This is the Blue River that comes in from this side. So that is literally right there where they come together. That is the confluence of the Blue and the Colorado. And when the Colorado starts to get cranking up on Gore Canyon, everybody comes out in force. Yesterday was the first lap. Coming up in about a half an hour, I sent in a 2-minute video that will bring up. So anybody that wants to check out like some of the best whitewater kayaking and rafting with some good carnage in there, Ty, from some rafts on Tunnel Falls. We're going to have that coming up in a half an hour. I'm going to get my phone charged up and get ready. The rig's down there. I'm literally, Ty, living in a van down by the river.
Well, I hope everything's okay at home then. But with that, but I love those Esters where you are.
Yeah, when you have a good home life, you can do these camping trips. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'll send it back to you, Ty. But coming up, we'll have a little Gore Canyon action. Get everybody fired up for Sunday. Good to see you.
All right, good to see you too. Okay, this is going to be an exciting show. So way to go, Ken, for taking over and waking up this time of the morning. And usually he'll probably take to the service himself. He knows all the sweet spots. And as you can see, beautiful location. Colorado is beautiful, and he's sharing with us some secret spots. And maybe he'll share with us where Kremling is and how to get there. And then we can all just kind of pack to live in a van down the river. We're going to go back to Riverwalk. Speaking of rivers, where Bratzo is hanging out. And where you are, there's a river near you at Riverwalk. I mean, it's in the name, Bratzo. What's going on?
I will definitely check it out in a second. I'm going to go downstairs and just show you the river from this side. I would not skitty deep soon, but I'm glad I didn't either. I was just laughing at that. That's a good one. So the weather has been very consistent this week, right? Yesterday we did not have any rain. It was called for, but we didn't have any. And the weather comes from town of Avon. The heart of the valley. Love Avon, man. What a cool side of the town with the lake and everything. This is definitely the heart of the valley, and they're having some art shows there right now. But same kind of weather than yesterday. Highs on the 70s, high on the 70s, low on 48 around there. As I was saying, right now it feels like 48, 49. You know, it's just picking up a little. It's catching up a little, but. So if you're going to go and have a good time, I have my bike ready. You can see my truck right there with my bike. I'm going to be ready to go biking. I'm a little sore from yesterday, but, you know.
How was that bike ride with your son yesterday? Because you guys were biking around Vail.
Yes, we did downhill yesterday. Man, that kid is flying, and it's hard to keep up. I still ride a little faster. The old man has some moves still, but man, he can go for longer, man. My arms are sore. But I woke him up this morning at 6 in the morning. It says, like, let's go be my camera guy and let's go right after. And he's like, my hand hurts. I was like, all right, whatever, go back to sleep. But yeah, I'm going to go try to do a few laps more today. It was fantastic, nice and tacky. We did not get rain on. I thought it was going to happen, but it helped pretty well. And we had a good time. Jump a lot, ride a lot. He got a flat at the end of the day, which it was a great time to go anyway. We really went after it. And then we have a good dinner with the family. My mom and my stepdad are in town, so checking out the granddaughter. So it's a good weekend for sure.
It does sound like a great weekend. On the weather side, the cooler temperatures, waking up so early for that bike ride, spending time with family. And for the viewers, we have a lot of people that chime in and watch the show, Bratzo. They can't wait to get here. They love watching the show for us to help them kind of stay in touch with activities. So when they get here to know what to do. And so on a day like today, a Sunday, another bike ride, what do you suggest viewers do when they get here on a Sunday like today, activity-wise?
Corner here in Edwards Riverwalk, and I'm smelling the bacon. I know somebody that loves bacon in the morning. I don't know, but I just smell the boardroom. It's right here in the corner, and they open at 7:30. So I might pay them a visit. It's just kind of, I have to kind of do. So breakfast, go outside, walk around, check the farmer's market. I was there last weekend. Probably Charli's around there and checking some good stuff. It's amazing what you can find there, from paella to ice cream to lobster roll. I have a lobster roll last week.
Market pricing lobster roll. What'd that run you? $75 for just one? $75 for a lobster roll?
I think it was $19 for a little one like that.
Wow.
You know, hey, you know, if you're craving it, you're craving it. You're right, you're paying it. So good times there. I'm gonna go biking for sure. The mountain is perfect right now. Tacky. The conditions are great. It's not too hot. So I'm definitely enjoy it early, because the afternoon you don't know what it's going to bring. Maybe a little rain, which is great. The weather has been fantastic. This is kind of my perfect weather, you know, watching TV at home, with the windows open, so this kind of a nice and cool wind coming in. It's just perfect to watch the Olympics. I've been hooked into the Olympics for sure too.
All right, we'll check back in with Bratzo later to find out what he's been following in the Olympics. Thank you very much for that report right there, Bratzo. What we're going to do right now is take a break, and when we come back, there'll be more Vail Daily Live for you. I'm going to see what's going on in our chat corner to see if there's any questions there. We'll be right back.
We're for the fashion-forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatssilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz. We're going to be checking in with you here shortly. We still have Ken ahead. He's hanging out in Kremling. No idea what he's going to share with us, but we have a good idea of his location, and I bet you it's going to be hilarious and fun. And then we're going to check back in with Charli at Vail. But if you're planning to get outside and you're trying to wake your kids up, or hey kids, if you're trying to wake your parents up after a bike ride, let's see what the weather's doing so you can get after it today. Looking outside of the Vail Daily Live studio windows and the Vail Daily newspaper windows here in Avon, I'm seeing the trees blowing, moving, cars, heaviest of traffic going westbound, and it looks like some sunshine also hitting some of these trees out here as well. So what are we looking forward to? When we've checked in on the weather last with Bratzo in Edwards, we were in the 50s. We are right there, and the sun's starting to break through those clouds in the Eagleville area when we last checked in with Charli at Vail. Similar temperatures, conditions, but they both are bundled up a little bit with their puffy jackets and or vest. Still looking for chances for showers today? Why not? It could happen. I mean, we can have zero chance of precipitation and then something comes out of nowhere. Wind speeds today, 7 miles per hour in gusts at times. High temperatures today in the 80s. And again, we're looking right here at today's weather forecast at Icon. Clouds with some spotty activity and overnight low temperatures in the 50s. The next couple of days, keeping showers in the forecast as well as the 80s. Overnight temperatures holding strong right there in the low 50s. And as we roll into beyond hump day, which is Wednesday into Thursday, now we're looking for partly cloudy skies. So we're regarding more sun and clouds than clouds and rain. Temperatures right there hanging out in the 80s still and strong all week long. This weather is brought to you by Outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. All right, a lot of cool things going on if you're hanging out in Beaver Creek or making your way to Beaver Creek. Daily activities like the gondola rides that you can do, a hike on Beaver Creek Mountain, the horse stables, bike rides in the single tracks, and new kids events can be found at the Spruce Saddle, top of Centennial, and Gondola 6, the six-pack chairlift there, where you can enjoy and explore chairlift rides. On the chairlift itself, a six-pack carrier, put the safety bar down. Your feet are dangling, taking in nature, or you can be inside the cabin itself. You'll find Spruce Saddle up top. And the kids' activities, arts and crafts every day. And look for Miss Laura with your kids and tell them Ty and Vail Daily Live sent you. You heard about the new kids activities up there on this show. Each day of the week in Beaver Creek, log on to beavercreek.com and click their events calendar for summer 2021. You'll find daily activities like on Mondays, which is tomorrow, yoga outdoor classes as early as 9 a.m. You can catch dinner and a movie at 7 until 9, and that's right there mountainside. But today being Sunday, you're going to find Helmut Fricker performing between 1 and 3 right there on the ice rink, the plaza, in the heart of Beaver Creek right there. And you'll also be able to meet Billy Doran and his Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures between 4 and 5:30. Those are just some of the things going on in Beaver Creek. You can also catch live music. You can enjoy fitness, and everything in Beaver Creek is family friendly. Speaking of family, yesterday we were hanging out with Charli. She was in Minturn, and she had with her son, Bowie. Early in the morning, he woke up with us on the show, but I don't think you have Bowie with you this morning. But Vail is also family friendly. The events there where you are, the farmers market. How are things looking, Charli?
Things are looking great. The vendors are still setting up, and then we actually have a stage here at Solaris, and they'll be having live music today, which starts at 5:30 p.m. going through till 8:30. And they have a really cool band from Denver that's going to open. It's a student band, and they'll be opening at 5:30. And then the rest of the evening is going to be Vail Jazz, and it's Guitarra Azul from Chicago. So they'll be playing music here in Solaris, 5:30 to 8:30. And I'm excited to see the farmers market as it's waking up. We've got Palisade Peaches behind me. And
Yes.
the Vail Farmers Market, they do 16 weekends through summer. So it's every Sunday, and it's 9:30 to 3:30 here in Vail Village. And it goes all the way through to October 3rd. They have 40 food vendors. I didn't know that. That's amazing. So they've got everything. And I can't believe Bratzo had a lobster roll. That's like my favorite. And so you can park in Vail Village or Lion's Head, which is just a short walk, or you can take the bus, but you must wear your mask. But yeah, come on down. They've got Caleb's Catch. They've just got so many different food options, and then all different vendors. So I'll show you a little more later on.
Thank you very much. When we're there at the farmers market, one of the coolest things, and maybe you can capture some of this while you're out there. Yes, you can find the live music and some Colorado sourced products, produce, whiskey, food, dine, live music. But we also like seeing when the cute doggies are around, and they tend to kind of take over the show and do tricks for us. So maybe you could find a little athletic Olympic sporting dog down there ready for Vail Daily Live at the farmers market.
I'll be on the hunt. I've seen a lot of dogs walking out this morning, but no Olympic sports going on just yet. I'll see if I can get a dog that can do some tricks for me. We'll see.
For next year's Olympics, of course, over at Vail. All right. Thank you very much, Charli. She's at the Vail Farmers Market. We're going to check out how things unfold right there at Solaris and on International Bridge and on Bridge Street for the Colorado's largest farmers market, Vail Farmers Market. We're going to go back to Ken Hovey. He is in Kremling, and if you're watching at home and you're yet to make it to the area, we're happy to share with you how to get to Kremling. And so I imagine that would be from the Walcott area, and which is right just west of Edwards. And so let's go ahead and check back in with Ken in Kremling and see what's going on.
Hey everyone, Ken Hovey for Vail Daily Live, and today I'm taking you down the Gore Canyon section of the Colorado River. This is a class 4 and 5 stretch. Starts off up in Kremling, flat water paddle in, right into the rapids. Today it was flowing at 1,150 CFS, which is a great flow. It was low earlier in the season because since this is a dam controlled river, they kept it low, and now the spigots are open and it's at a really great flow right now. So I threw the camera on my helmet, just got done. Have a look at Gore Canyon.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz, and spending time on the water. If you were still watching, Ken Hovey back there in Kremling, just taken to portions of the Colorado. Sounds like a great idea to me. I bet it sounds like a great idea to you. If so, how about a little bit of fly fishing? Throw that in there too in the mix of adventures while we're enjoying summer around Colorado and Eagle County. And you can also book your experiences to be on the water or to fish the waters with the fly fishing outfitters. And here's what they're saying on the Eagle River. Even though the flows are too low to float on the Eagle River, the wade fishing opportunity is very good. We're still seeing good solid hatches of caddis, pale morning duns, yellow Sally, stoneflies hatching throughout the day, starting mid-morning, and they're flying dry droppers, and nymphs right now. And if you're on the Colorado River near where Ken is hanging out, the flows of the Colorado on the rise are finally making the release of upstream in Kremling. That's exactly where he is. The temperatures have also become much more favorable for insects such as caddis, pale morning duns. Going to the top of the water, grasshoppers and black ants are all over the place, so don't forget to bring your terrestrial box. If you're in the Roaring Fork area or you booked your adventures there, the Roaring Fork is as good as it gets right now. They're doing full-day floats, and the fishing is excellent. So you can find some green drakes. They're still hatching, but the caddis, yellowstone flies, pale morning duns are coming off all day, making for fantastic dry fishing. So what you're doing for fly fishing there, you can book the fly fishing outfitters to get out for your experience. Here's some images of people that enjoy the fly fishing outfitters, and it's a family experience that you can just pass on for generations. As you can see, anyone can get out and learn and have fun. And going to their website, you can book an education, a class for kids. You can book a tour or an experience for groups for fly fishing, which is catch and release. And all those names that I was mentioning, those are bugs. So stop by the outfitters today and even stop by their store and do a little bit of shopping. What we're going to do right now, speaking of shopping, it is Sunday, and at Vail, it is the Vail Farmers Market where you can do lunch, listen to some music, do a little bit of shopping, bring something home, find some gifts for family and friends. And Charli is on hand, and she's going to give us a tour of everyone ready to go, as well as those that are setting up. So back to you, Charli. How are things looking at the Farmers Market?
Pretty good, Ty. Everyone is still setting up though as we speak, so there's not many vendors yet ready to go, but we'll certainly be checking in with them. I don't know if you can see the sun is shining behind me, sort of. It's very cloudy though. So here in Vail, this weather report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. And so in Vail, we're looking currently around 55, Avon 57, Edwards 57, Eagle 57. And mostly cloudy skies today with about a 75% chance of rain and thunderstorms. Highs of around high 70s, lows of around low 50s, humidity around 36%. Tonight you can expect some partly cloudy skies with a 75% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Overnight lows of around 49. So it is quite cloudy here in the village, but the sun is shining. I do see some blue skies amongst those clouds. So I'm about to take off this puffy. So if you're heading down, I would take off the puffy and just still wear a light jacket because it is warming up. The sun is shining.
So it's thank you for that weather report, Charli. And where you are at Vail, how often do you make it to the Sunday's market?
You know, it's one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love coming to the market. You know, you've got so much to offer here. Like you said, you've got gifts. You can just buy. I like to buy fresh produce. I really like doing that. I like getting my herbs. And the Hawaiian Cookie Company, I don't know if you have had a Hawaii cookie before, but they're amazing. There's a Hawaiian couple. They make their own cookies. And I'll hopefully find them later today to check in. But they're wafer thin cookies and they're amazing. They're not your typical cookie. So if you haven't tried them, I would definitely try them. But hopefully I'll show you some food later. I know they used to do some paella. I'm not sure if they still do it. I haven't seen them yet.
I know where they are. So right there where the Palisade Peaches are set up, and that huge white truck over there behind you, go back to the parking garage and the bridge street itself where the bridge is located, and in that bus stop, it has expanded. The paella vehicle that will be hooked from Beaver Creek, Riley Romano and his family, also the owners of Our Farms, the farmers market store across from City Market in Avon. it's back that way. Well, actually that way, if I'm screened proper to where you're standing. So head back east, and then you'll also find Caleb's Cats, as you mentioned. And the farmer's market is huge. And also where Charli is standing behind her, International Bridge. The farmer's market extends through there. We'll be right back with you, Charli, to find out more about your location and how things are developing and to making some friends, talking with vendors. But let's make our way into Avon. It is Sunday, and you will find the Arts Festival happening early this morning. But every Sunday in Avon, we have the Sunset Live concert that happens on the backside of the Nottingham stage right there. And today's feature, it is Brent Gordon of Sunset Live. And if you're catching Sunset Live today, making your way for a free show, you can do so by having the seats and enjoying them right there in that location, as well as you see here, they have those out for you, taking in the views, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sound. But we've also witnessed people pull up on their paddle boards or their pedal boats, their floating devices, and taking to the stage, creating a nice little beach of floating devices right there, and as well as on the docks right there at Nottingham Park. And that's happening today, of many things going on in Avon today. And again, that is Sunset Live. It's a music feature, begins at 6 p.m., goes until about dusk, located on the terrace at Nottingham Park. To find out more about events and tonight's lineup and the future lineups on Sundays in Avon, visit avon.org/events. All right. Where are we going from here, Rachel, in the show?
Why don't we go to that Avon Arts Celebration?
At the opportunity, we'll do that. We'll go to the Avon Arts Celebration. As long as we're talking about Avon, we're looking at an outdoor juried of fine arts and crafts show presented in Avon, Avon's Performance Pavilion, Harry A. Nottingham Park. This brochure, there's over 100 national touring recognized artists. This festival is huge. Kicks off this morning, 10 a.m. until 4, which began on Friday. Let's take a look at who we're featuring today. Hey, this is Ty Diaz with Darren Skanson, and we're here to share with you Avon Arts Celebration. It's happening this weekend, Friday, Saturday, in Avon. Darren, oh man, we're really excited for all of the artists that will be featuring here. Over 100 booths. Please tell them what's going on.
Thanks, Ty. There has never been a larger art show in the whole Vail Valley. I can't think of one, and I've been doing this for a long time. Over 105 booths down on the soccer field, right in front of Nottingham Park, right in front of the Performance Plaza. 105 booths. That's sculpture, that is painting, metalwork, jewelry, ceramics, just a beautiful variety of things. And not only is there a lot of artists and a lot of variety of mediums, but there are some world famous artists coming to this festival. Sculptor Jess Davila and sculptor Josh Toby bringing their large bronze works, painters, sculptors, metalwork. I hope you come on down.
This is known as Vail's largest art festival.
Yep, the largest art festival ever in the Vail Valley. So I hope you come down and check that out.
And the location is going to be right here in the park, right here in the heart of Avon.
Right here in the heart of Avon in Nottingham Park. So,
what are the times for each day? So for Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday are 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
And you'll find over 100 artists, like you're saying, sculptures, photography, jewelry. We had the opportunity to speak with some of the vendors today that we met here, that we're going to see there. But there's also going to be live music, the performance from Skanson and Hanson. Tell us about them.
Oh, that's these crazy guys right here. If you recognize that photo, that is at Abbey Road. Now, I am Mr. Skanson of Skanson and Hanson. It took us 2 different times to get that shot. We went down to Abbey Road to get that shot, but this particular book, and we're going to be playing our Beatle music all weekend, is about our trip to Abbey Road and the Cavern Club. We did 4 days in Abbey Road and recorded, as well as a full concert at the Cavern Club that we recorded. So we're going to be playing live for you all weekend long as well. Friday and Sunday for Skanson and Hanson, and myself solo, Mr. Skanson, on Saturday. So hope you come down and check that out too. Music, art, what else do you want?
Celebration. It is the Vail Valley's largest art festival, over 100 booths with artists coming from California, around the globe. Where's the farthest reach of an artist coming from?
We have one artist, Sabrina Fry, came from North Carolina to do the show. We have another artist, Jess Davila, he's coming from Mexico to do the show. So artists from literally international and all over the country.
And before you get there, let's check out the artist lineup by visiting the website for this art, Avon Arts Celebration.
Yep, that's avonartscelebration.com. Very easy. Take you right to the Facebook event. You'll get the address. You'll see some posts about the artists. There's even, I just put up a video of all the booths that are going to be at the show. You'll see a slideshow of all the booths, so you can check out all the work that's going to be there. avonartscelebration.com.
Thank you very much, Darren. We will see you here this weekend. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz here. If you're just tuning in, thanks for watching. How's that coffee treating you this morning? I hope you're grabbing a little bit of breakfast. Is it a lox and bagels that you're doing this morning? Is it bacon and eggs that you're doing this morning, or at least sausage that looks like bacon? Let's get into the headlines. Here's the top stories in the Vail Daily that we're looking forward to share with you for your Sunday, the 25th of July, brought to you by Slifer Smith and Frampton Real Estate. Live local. And as you can see in the main photo, a life celebrated. Lene Smith, Addison Smith's mother, speaks at her daughter's Memorial for Life Saturday at Battle of Mountain High School in Edwards. Hundreds showed up to pay their respects. You can find this story, the full story, on page A3. In the top stories, horses safe after I-70 run. After escaping the fairgrounds in Eagle late Friday night, horses run for miles eastbound on I-70 in a frightening incident. So following this story, no animals, motorists injured in horse chase. Luck and heroics. Yeah, so this is a funny story in its own right. So a makeshift corral area or stable for the horses were built in a campground near the Eagle County Fairgrounds, and one of the horses bumped over a wall and knocked it down. And in that whole frenzy, all the animals had a great idea. Hey, let's make a run for it. That's what happened on Friday. Small talk, but it still made the headlines. But a funny story. And again, you can find that one in today's Vail Daily newspaper. Looking at other stories, top stories today. County rains helpful, but drought persists. Even heavy rains can bring some relief to warm streams. The Thursday drought update map that you're seeing here shows most of Western Colorado in either extreme or exceptional drought. And you can find that coverage in page A13. In the arts and entertainment, one last bow, the final week of Bravo Vail 2021 performances. Festival puts on its last full week of performances and says goodbye to the New York Philharmonic until next summer. And as you know, Bravo has taken residency in different locations. You were able to catch a show in the afternoon over in Lion's Head. You can catch a nice evening performance or afternoon show at the AMP, also known as the Gerald Ford Amphitheater, or the amphitheater located at Vail. But they're wrapping up Bravo, and so don't miss out on the final weeks of performance. And you can get your brochure and take in the shows. And some of these topics, again, are found in today's newspaper. Making our way back to the Riverwalk area, starting the morning off when we said good morning to Bratzo. He was holding the newspaper, but where is he now? Where are you now, Bratzo? Yes, Riverwalk and the river area. What's going on, Bratzo?
Yeah, I just walked down there to the river. I came in here to check it out. Man, it's beautiful here. The sun starts coming out behind us, making its way around the clouds. And look at what I have. Is maybe one of John's guys right here doing a little bit of a fly fishing. The river looks beautiful, and let's look at this shot. I think I'm gonna beat the video of Vail and Avon strong and ready. Look at this. Look at these views.
You know, thanks to the pandemic, Bratzo, last year when we all were somewhat confined to our homes and doing that huge distance, you know, from one another, a lot of us took to nature. We got outside, and as I was living in Edwards, 6 West Apartments, I started wandering along the riverways, and I discovered that area at the Riverwalk for the first time up close. I never was there. Picnic tables, kind of hidden right there in the brush where you're standing. You could find little grilling stations. You can find benches just to sit and read a book, little hidden tree, little coves areas just to maybe put a hammock up and just spend time on the river just like that. The cooler temperatures and on a beautiful sunny day. There's lots to discover right behind the scenes of Riverwalk, the plaza and the shopping district and that residence right there on the river. And then on the other side, you find a lot of features like the skate park and the gyms that's going on over there and all the athleticism and Dog Beach. Yeah, you're in the magic spot there.
Absolutely, I love it. Like you said, you know, you walk around this path, you cross the little river, you know, I mean, the little bridge around the river, and then you are in the other side where Mountain Wreck is, the dog park, which is beautiful. It was some birds of prey fishing in that river last weekend. I was like blown away. So super nice. The only thing I'm missing right now, Ty, this is a beautiful morning, and right after this, I'm gonna go and bother the guys at the boardroom. I know you know them
very well.
I'm gonna see if I can get something going on for my bike ride in a second. But I'm missing a cup of coffee for sure. Something I love when I go to Beaver Creek is just to go and visit Chris Pryor and get this beautiful cappuccino from the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. You know, I mean, they do a fantastic job roasting at altitude, and you know, I mean, they're keeping all those oils. And it's just that difference, right? That difference maker. And, you know, I mean, I'm spoiled. I used to have a coffee shop. Chris trained me, and I now know everything about. That sounds a little too much. You know, it's like one. You never know anything, and you know some, right? But now I'm spoiled because I always want good coffee, you know, and that's the best coffee. And my wife loves tea. They have this loose leaf tea. And they have this African rooibos that is like orange, and they give you a lot of antioxidants and have theine, no caffeine. So, you know, I mean, it's that options. I don't know. They make some amazing teas and coffee, loose leaves. They are located in Minturn. They have a few shops in town, one being at Beaver Creek, right in the middle of the escalators. So go and say hi to Chris Pryor or the other Chris in Minturn and enjoy a beautiful cup of coffee. I'm enjoying this amazing view. Look at this place, man. Don't you wish you were here?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's a peaceful place, very tranquil place to hang out right through there. And even looking at the water levels through there, great for that ankle level of fly fishing that you're seeing behind there. And people wake up really early in the morning for activities. And right there at Riverwalk, where Bratzo's hanging out, you'll find, you know, their amphitheater when Riverwalk are hosting concerts and shows. You can also find live music in Riverwalk over by the movie theater. And yes, movies are showing, and you could find their smoker grill going off on a good day where you could pick up some food through there. A lot to do in Riverwalk, as well as biking through there, posting up, and watching, as Bratzo has mentioned, the birds of prey doing their own fishing out there as well. Plenty to do in Riverwalk. I thank you very much, Bratzo. So that's Edwards and Riverwalk. Make your way down there. Discover it today. They also host their own farmers market sometimes. So lots to do here in the Valley. A lot of places to go and to shop and to meet and see new faces too, and to learn about new local businesses. But let's get a little bit more local. Let's go to Eagle and see what's going on in their world. Now, as we were sharing with you with the runaway horses down there, that was during the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo that kicked up on the 21st of last week and ended yesterday. Really big excitement over there. Today, I imagine, will be the breakdown of the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, but still a lot going on with them. As far as today is concerned, you will find yoga in the park. And looking at this calendar, it is tricky. Looking at the month view, their calendar goes from Monday through Sunday, left to right, where most of us are used to looking at calendars as a Sunday through Saturday. But you are welcome to come to yoga in the park at Eagle Town Park and get out there and exercise, stretch, wake up. Find that meditation in your experience there, and it begins at 9:30. And you can find a way to those events found in Eagle by visiting their website, and events in Eagle, or is it Discovery Eagle? EagleOutside.com. There's so many names for things out there. So EagleOutside.com to stay close to them, or just stay close to us here at Vail Daily Live. And throughout the week, there's other events that are going on. So let's look ahead at that website one more time and see what's happening. Maybe you're not here today. Maybe you're here. Let's pick a day that you're arriving. Let's choose it. Let's pick a fun date there, Rachel. Let's see here. There it is. Now we're back to the shows, keeping Eagle bumping and the crowds partying and dancing. You have the show downtown, and this event is fun. Kicks off on Thursdays. Gates open at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. Eagletown Park's the location. Go ahead and reach for your wallet. Use your debit card if you want to, but this show is free. The lineup began July 1st. The Runaway Grooms kicked off this entire event, followed by Green Buddha. 10 Years Gone already took the stage. The New Family Dog was also on stage, but coming up this week, Dixie Leadfoot, followed by Steely Dan next week, and Hard Scrabble. And those are some of the events happening at the show downtown, presented by Alpine Bank. You know, Vail Daily Live, we have a lot of features, and we share with you who's on the show, like the Arts and Celebration. We share with you some of the interviews there. But let's see what's new at Vail Daily Live and visit the Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute right now.
I'm here with Dr. Mangat with the Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skin Care, and it's so good to see you, and it's so wonderful to be in your facility here in Avon.
Yes, so we're almost 2 years into this new facility, having been in Edwards before, and we're excited about where we are, and because we're able to offer so many more services in an expanded way.
And it's so great that you're here and you're able to do what you're able to help us with plastic surgery. You focus on face and neck and up.
You know, we've over the years become what the Valley represents, which is excellence.
Yes.
You know, there's excellence in sports medicine, there's excellence in all kinds of outdoor facilities, and we feel like we provide the same kind of excellent care when it comes to plastic and reconstructive surgery. And in my case, I specialize in the face and neck. That's what I've always done. And so it's something that's very personal to people. And we try to deliver a product that not only looks good, but it looks natural.
Yeah.
And which is what people in this valley want. You know, they're extremely fit, they're outdoors all the time, and they feel young. So we complement that by making them look as young as they feel.
I know. I mean, these people, they're climbing 14ers, they're biking up Vail Pass.
That's right.
And a lot of times we still feel like we're 20s and 30s and that sort of thing. And we, Mother Nature, Father Time, sometimes does a little number on our skin and our face, our facial muscles.
Absolutely. Living at altitude where, 300 plus days of sunshine a year, it does take a toll on the skin. And it perhaps accelerates the aging process in many ways. So people that are feeling youthful and are able to do all of these things, they're living longer. So we try to match that by rejuvenating their face and improving them in a reasonable way that, they feel good about themselves. But it doesn't announce to the world that they've done something.
Yeah. And you guys are very discreet. You have a very boutique feel to your facility here.
Yes.
We've got the 2 surgical suites and also just the team approach and the consultations. I mean, you really go through this and you personally get to know the client and find out exactly what their needs are, but also you'll let them know if maybe they aren't a right candidate at that time.
Steve and I, my partner, we love doing what we do because it's all about relationship building.
Yes.
And so we treat each person individually and cater to their needs and individualize the care so that it's not the same cookie cutter thing for everyone. So we kind of provide what each person needs. And we're able to do it in a setting that's private, that's safe, that's state of the art, and that allows people to feel like, oh, they're not sick and they're not having to go to the hospital, but that's what we have.
Yeah, and you know what? You've received so many awards, accolades, accreditations. You're so well respected in this medical field. What made you decide to get into facial plastic surgery?
Well, when I was going through residency, I realized that I like doing fine, meticulous surgery rather than the big blood and guts type of surgery. And some of my mentors felt that I was best suited for plastic surgery in the face and neck. And that's really what got me started. And once I got into the field during my training, I realized this is exactly where I belonged. And so that's the rest is history.
We're glad you are here because you've done such a great work. And what's the most rewarding thing about your job, helping people?
Well, the most rewarding thing is what happens after surgery. When we've fulfilled what the individual wanted done, and you see a smile on their face, whether it's a teenager that had a nose that was not very attractive, or an even younger individual had very prominent ears that they were self-conscious about, or a person who's been through a difficult time one way or another, and they wanted to feel good about themselves, and they did this procedure. And that's what's most rewarding, to see that person who is happy, satisfied, and can move on with their life.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Thank you for watching Vail Daily Live. If you're making your way outside today, and if you, these last couple of days, were outdoors thinking to yourself, dadgummit, I forgot my sunglasses again, and you're going to need them out there. Even whether the sky conditions change and it illuminates darker or brighter, there's a place that you can go to respond to those. And this is the Lens of the Day segment of Vail Daily Live. And this is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. Today, I've selected the Portal X. Now, let's say that we keep the flatter light out there right now, but are you going to go hit the water? Are you going to hit the fairways? These are the lenses that are great for that. These are known as the Portal X, and these are Oakley glasses. They have the Prism Dark Golf with a high contrast lens for variable lighting. It helps players see features on the fairway. And again, this looks really cool. Against my shirt, you can see right through it there. Nice pink salmon color. Wild caught starts to look when you make it into these lenses here. So take this out on the golf course for you today. And when that sun comes back out, or if you just want to see things with the naked eye, just flip them over to the top of your head and you still look good right outside of Eyepieces at Vail. They also have the ability to do prescriptions for you there. They have the technology in the lenswear and in the frameware for their durability. Discover Eyepieces of Vail. They're located up and down the valley from Riverwalk in Edwards all the way to Vail Village. You can also find them in Lionshead. And again, that's your lens of the day, the Portal X Oakley sunglasses from Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. Speaking of vision, Charli, we see you having a good time and enjoying the farmers market. And we also see at the Vail Farmers Market a lot more development there. And I spy the salt and pepper shaker tent. I also see Caleb's catch, but I'm looking for paella. What are you looking for?
Well, you know, the food, I still haven't found the paella stand.
Right there, behind you. Look over to your right, right in the shelter there. by the stairs, to the right of the stairs. That's where the paella guys are, to the right of the stairs.
Paella dish right there.
There you go.
Awesome. But what I do see is a really cool stand as Emily is setting up right now. She's with wired feather and stone, and she's Aspen based, and she makes jewelry from Carbondale, in the Carbondale area. This is Emily, and she wants to show us some of her jewelry that she's got, which is really cool and unique. So Emily, do you make all this jewelry yourself?
I do, yes.
I mean, it's just gorgeous. Where are these stones from?
I go to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show every year and hunt for all of the stones there. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so what metals do you use? Is it gold?
These bracelets are all solid brass.
Brass, okay.
A lot of the necklaces are gold filled and sterling silver.
They're just gorgeous. I mean, look at these long necklaces. And so, Emily, tell us, how long have you been making jewelry for?
It's been about 15 years now.
Amazing. I mean, these are just gorgeous, these bracelets right here. They're beautiful. And then, thanks, Emily. Yeah, then we've got some leather goods right over here. So everyone's still setting up. So the stuff isn't quite set up as we speak. But I wanted to just show you these really cool flasks that I noticed, some leather goods right here. So that is leather goods with Trevor. And so hopefully I'll get some paella later. But I would like to give you some weather. It's quite warm. The sun is shining. I see some blue skies behind me. But this weather is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years. And we have Koji. He'll be showing his wide array of pearls from the oceans and lakes and rivers around the world in Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village through August 3rd. And so we're looking currently around 61. It's really warmed up here in Vail. Avon around 61, 58 in Edwards, 59 in Eagle. And it's mostly cloudy skies with 75% chance of showers and thunderstorms. But I feel like it's really warming up and the sun is shining, so I don't feel like it's about to rain. But anyway, we're looking at highs of around high 70s, lows of around low 50s. You can expect partly cloudy skies through the night with a 75% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And then an outlook for the rest of the week, scattered thunderstorms and isolated thunderstorms pretty much every day with temperatures around 78 to 80 degrees, lows of around low 50s. So it's looking quite a rainy week, which is always good. We need that. Hopefully no more mudslides though. That was quite fun for an hour and a half. I was stuck in the car. I'm sure many other people were too.
Oh, wow. I agree with you on that. And it's sensitive subjects, I know, being trapped in the car. But, you know, when we think about it with the weather, wintertime, summertime, getting out on these adventures, these drives, touring around, always pack a snack, always have that sleeping bag, those bundles, some water. Because, I mean, again, when the mudslides, it could be a wintertime avalanche, challenging conditions, an accident in the mountains like this, that corridor. Be prepared. But we've noticed that you prepared yourself a different jacket for the start of the morning. You're wearing something red, and now you're more toned in a different jacket. So is that the right jacket for the temperatures where you are this time of the morning?
Definitely. I would definitely not come out with a puffy because I got really hot. So that was great for this morning, early morning. But right now, I mean, I might even take off this jacket. It's really warming up out here. And the sun is shining. It's trying to come through the clouds. So we'll take it. But yes, there
all
are
right. I appreciate you walking around and sharing with us all the friends that you're making out there, from the jewelry to knives to salt and pepper to fresh produce and meat and seafood and bringing those steaks home and gifts for family and friends. That's the Vail Farmers Market where Charli is located right now. We'll be checking back in with her to find out more and maybe to find some cool dog tricks that we normally see throughout the village on Vail Daily Live. That's a fun feature. Let's hope that it happens again today. But here's a new first. We haven't been to the boardroom in a while, Bratzo. When Vail Daily Live began back in May. Do you have anything in your teeth? Nice teeth, Bratzo. Did you just get them done?
I'm just teasing you. Look at what I'm doing, man.
Looks delicious.
It is delicious. And I'm getting some of a local Sandy hot sauce. Amazing hanging out here with Brad and Jaime.
Where are you? What is that location? What's the name of the place?
I don't know. Oh, don't act like you don't know, Ty.
Hey. I have to play like I'm a tourist sometimes. That's the boardroom in Riverwalk. They are known for all kinds of things, and they've got their market right there behind their market window, where I tend to shop over your shoulder there. I tend to shop and take home some of their Greek food, some of their salads.
Yeah, great
And
food.
that's Brad, the owner, back there.
I'm here with Brad and Jaime, and we were talking surfing. It's really cool, man. Like, I could have smelled. I was walking in the river, and I could have smelled that. I could not stop and have a little bit of breakfast. This place is really cool. They have some local products. You know, he's squishing orange juice right now. I don't know, but that sounds to me like mimosa time. You know,
Brad, what's the orange juice for?
Mimosas and cocktails.
It is Sunday Fun Day, and you can enjoy breakfast and Sunday Fun Day at the Boardroom of Riverwalk, right across from Kind Cyclery. But the name Boardroom. So what's the Boardroom theme about?
So basically, any kind of board under your feet. You can get a skateboard, snowboard, skis, whatever you got. Or if you want to have a board meeting, you can have that as well.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, good board meeting with the skateboards, right?
There you go.
And we are catching up also with the Olympics. You know, we got the Olympics going on.
I think the men's basketball just lost to France.
No way.
I believe so.
How that happened? No way.
Egos.
Probably. Well, I was watching skateboarding yesterday, talking about boards. Nigel was absolutely killing it.
He's so much fun to watch.
Oh my God! They have a French guy and a guy from New Zealand who was the #1 ranking in Africa.
Yeah.
And he fell a lot of times, but he broke his wrist. I don't know if you watch it. So every time that he fell, he was lifting his hand. Ooh. So, you know, he's definitely was playing on his mind, but Nigel was landing everything. It makes it. It's like a video game, man. This guy's flipping the board a lot.
So much fun to watch.
So for the viewers at home right now, that's the Boardwalk, again, located in Riverwalk. That is Brad, the owner of the Boardwalk. And as you can see, they have a full bar. Noticing the hour right now, they're open for breakfast. They're known for their super stuffed, overstuffed subs like the cold Italian. Their rich blue crab Maryland style. And you have to discover that for yourself when you get down there. But you can also enjoy outdoor seating there. But it's a place where the locals also gather and just kind of shoot the gip like that. Flat screen TVs, watching surfing, snowboarding, ski videos, and the Olympics. That's the spot in the Riverwalk. What'd you get for breakfast, Bratzo?
It's a breakfast sandwich, man. It's egg, avocado, and of course, just to bother you a little bit, bacon.
Oh, trust me, I know about the bacon there. I normally get their, they've got the Stiegel Radler in their beer cooler right behind you as well. But again, you can see the Boardroom and check out their food. And there's a lot of talk about the Reuben sandwich there. And that's one of those sandwiches that you just don't mess with. For the people that love a good Reuben, if you're doing it right, they'll be back for more. And the Boardroom is on the map for that, for sure. They've made their way into the Sawbuck crab cake sandwich that I shared with you there. The Highline French dip, making moves proper with the Amorosa style tasting bread and the rich shredded beef and cheese and mushrooms. And I try to get a dipping sauce. I ask for too much when I'm down there. Usually when I walk up to the store, there's a sign that says, "Go away, Ty." That's Brad.
It's closed.
We're closed.
We're closed.
All right. Thank you very much, Bratzo, for sharing the Boardroom for breakfast this morning. You can also enjoy them for lunch. They have the signs outside, and their office, their business hours puts you until the early part of evening. Brad, we love your hot sauces there too. All right. So get out and discover the Boardroom today. But how about eating fresh and at home, learning how to cook something as well? As we all know, Tricia Swenson, she eats small portions, but she also only eats healthy. But she's going to share with us right now in her Dine and Drink feature, how to make for ourselves asparagus soup.
If you're looking to make something with asparagus, you want to skip the grocery store and hand pick it yourself. Joining me now, we have Kristen Blizzard. She's with Modern Forager, and asparagus is in season right now, and it's delicious.
It is. Wild asparagus is here in Eagle County. Comes out when the lilacs are blooming and the cottonwoods are budding, and you guys have it everywhere around here.
I know, like who knew? I only see it in the grocery store, and it's so fresh, so delicious. I mean, it tastes a lot like maybe a snap pea, right?
Yeah, try it out. Yeah.
Delicious. All right, good stuff. Well, we're gonna make it taste even better with a little bit of a soup here with avocado added to your asparagus, lemon, some veggie stock,
onions,
very easy stuff.
Olive oil. That's it. Yep. It's vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. friendly for all of us.
Okay.
And delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start by sauteing some onions until they're translucent in the pan. And then from there, we cut up the asparagus, add them to the onions. And then at that point, we are gonna add the stock and boil for about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna transfer all that to the blender, add the avocado and lemon, and voila, the soup will be ready to eat.
And you pretty much want a heavy-duty blender for this.
You kind of do, yeah. A Vitamix or a Blendtec, Vitamix knockoff, some sort of blender like that so that you get a smooth consistency in your soup.
And you can have it warm, you can have it cold.
You can have it warm or cold. This soup is delicious either way. You can add things like sour cream or even asparagus tips on the top of the soup when you're done.
So we've let the onions, the veggie stock, the asparagus all simmer for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
We're putting it into your heavy-duty blender here.
Yes. I'm gonna squeeze lemon into the blender, half of a lemon, directly in there.
Okay. Keep the seeds out.
Keep the seeds out, yep. And then we add 1 avocado. Yep, good.
Perfect. And then how long do you blend it for?
With this guy, maybe just 30 seconds or a minute, not too long.
Okay, we're ready to serve up the finished product. Here we go. And this recipe, are you going to put it on your website for us?
Yeah, it'll be on modernforager.com in our blog.
Okay, perfect. So check that out. And once again, asparagus that you can forage for yourself, or of course, you can always buy it in the grocery store too.
Yes.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
And now in the first quarter of the 8 o'clock hour, you're ready to get outside and check out everything we're talking about, right? And the possibilities of you running into us out there, the farmers market at Riverwalk, are quite good. So let's look at the weather so you're putting the right layers on, knowing what to put on first, what to put away, and what to put on second. So bring a backpack with you as well. There's going to be some shopping and some activities to do. Here's what they're calling for. Starting the morning off in the 50s with some clouds overhead, flat light for the drive and for your activity. Ideal for your bike ride and for your early walks with your four-legged friends. And Bratzo's been hanging out by the river at Riverwalk, and he says it's quite nice. There's some fly fishing going on already in these temperatures. But as we move through the day, clouds are still moving on in. Wind speed is supposed to remain with us. Chances of showers from these icons on the screen are possible as we make our way back into the 80s for today. Otherwise, described here, partly cloudy skies, rain in the evening. That's what the weather is calling for. Areas of Vail picking up this mid-70s, down valley, more west of Vail, picking up the 80s, overnight temperatures hitting the 50s. As we look at the next couple of days, tomorrow being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday ahead, keeping showers in the forecast, starting in the mid-70s right there, following today in the mid-70s, climbing back into the 80s lower by the time Wednesday, clouds moving on out, but not completely, but looking for more sunshine to influence our day. We're looking for those increased chance for showers into our Monday, 50%, 58% chance for today. This weather is brought to you by Possibilities in Avon Arts Celebration. Over 100 artists this morning, today, the final day of the biggest art festival ever presented in the Vail Valley. It is Avon Arts Celebration, and that begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow. This event kicked off on Friday, and it ends at 4 p.m. today. There you will find juried artists that are recognized from around the nation. This is free and open to the public. You are more than welcome to bring your well-behaved dog with you to this event. There you'll find paintings, sculptures, jewelry, ceramics, metal, woodworking, live music from Skanson and Hanson. And I had the opportunity in the beginning of this event to speak with one of the artists there. His name is Paul. Let's have you practice pronouncing his last name when we speak with him. Let's take a look right now. This is Avon Arts Celebration with Paul. This is Ty Diaz with Vail Daily Live, sharing with you some of the featured artists of the event that's happening this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is Avon Arts Celebration. And now we are at the booth of Paul Nzalamba. How did I do with your last name there, Paul?
Oh, you did pretty well. I actually go by the name Lungala, which is the name my mother gave me. But my cousin and I have been doing artwork for quite a long time in Los Angeles, California. We represent Ugandan art form called, well, it's not from Uganda. The art form batik is done by many different countries, but we use batik to produce images of artwork that shows a Ugandan lifestyle.
It is art that tells a story, and you have a piece you'd like to tell a story about.
Yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
go. Let's hear
Thank
it.
you so much,
Absolutely.
my friend. So what I'm going to start with is this mother and child image here, which shows the mother and child looking to the future together. There are lots of flowers on her skirt, as you see, Ty. But notice the child has real flowers in the hand. And that reminds us that for every child given love, they focus on a more beautiful vision of life than anything material things could provide.
That is something to learn. That is very beautiful. I love that story.
And what happens is as children get older, it's every parent's wish to encourage that child to reach for their dreams. The child is now older and is being encouraged to reach for their dreams with arms stretched out. And this child, when old enough, becomes a young adult who has to go into the world and make do with what he's been taught and use it at the best of his knowledge. So with that knowledge that he's gained, he now has a hat like the parent. But the mother now lets go. She lets go when she knows this child is ready, but leaves arms open because she's a well-grounded foundation on which her children can always come back to mother's heart to be rekindled. Because at some point, all of us in life have to do the following.
I love that story, Paul. Thank you very much for sharing. And when it comes to this artwork, we understand that this African batik is an artwork on cotton.
It is done on cotton cloth usually. Some people use linen or other fabric. We choose to use cotton because it absorbs color and dye very slowly. You're using wax as a resist. So an original like this would gladly take about 9 months to do, just because you're waiting for all the colors to dry, and you will dye from lightest color to darkest color. The tradition of batiking, it's argued, started in Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, in that area, but they say some started in China and the two kind of merged. It spread to East India and Pakistan, and when the British brought Indians to Africa in the early 1900s to build railway lines, that's when it started to spread most quickly around the continent of Africa.
And when it comes to the artwork and the storytelling, I understand that you and your cousin come up with these stories.
Yes, the two of us. And we sometimes have a story because it's a question that people have asked. Hey, if you have a story of two people falling in love, where's the story of the one where they have disagreements? And then we have to sit down and think, what do we do?
There's so much to learn, and you can find out and discover more and find your curiosities about Paul's artwork and the artwork found with the Nzalamba-artworks.com website. But it's all happening this weekend, all a part of the Avon Arts Celebration, and that's this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Paul, thank you very much for having us in your booth.
Appreciate you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be in Avon for the first time ever. Do come and see us. Thank you.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
I know what you're waiting for. Come on, Ty, show us some doggies before we end the show. It's so cool, and we feel lucky when we do find doggies and their tricks. And if you have a pet and you know where we're going to be in the show and you're watching, you can keep watching on your smart device. Join us, bring your little doggie too, and let's see what I don't want to say Fido, but why not? Can do. All right. So speaking of which, we're going to go back to the farmer's market where we might have found some little friends on a leash-friendly neighborhood. Charli, it's all you.
Ty, I found a dog. I have Goose here with us, and he's so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And Goose, who are you guys?
Hi, I'm Shelby.
This is Shelby, and who are you?
Robert.
So Robert and Shelby, they've got this gorgeous dog, Goose. What dog is Goose?
Goose is a golden retriever.
A golden retriever. I mean, he's just so lovely. Look at him. Where are you guys from?
So we are from Washington, D.C.
From Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Nice. And so does Goose come to Vail often?
He does. His grandparents live here, so he's half local.
Oh, well, he's just so gorgeous. I love his colors. Well, Ty, you were looking for a dog, and this is one I found. Oh, he's so
They're
gorgeous.
irresistible.
Yeah,
You just can't help but see the doggies when you're walking around. So why not make some doggy friends too? I like the collar that he's wearing.
How old is Goose?
Goose is 4 years old.
4 years old. Oh, I just love him.
There you go.
Thanks,
Smile
guys.
at him.
Look. Hopefully you guys can see him because he's just beautiful. Oh, love him.
How
Thank you
cute.
so
He's
much.
taking in the
That's so
sights
nice.
too.
Have a good day.
Nice
So,
to see you guys too.
speaking of doggies, and you mentioned,
he's just
Charli, you
lovely.
mentioned
He really
Caleb's
is.
catch earlier.
I have to tell you though, I'm actually afraid of dogs.
Oh.
My sister got attacked when we were younger, so I'm actually really scared of dogs. So I was having inner chaos then as I was petting that dog. But I brought him to you.
Thank you very much. Okay, fine. I would say that I may have been afraid of dogs too growing up.
Oh, I can't hear you guys.
Okay, I'll tell the stories to the viewers. So me growing up, I maybe I was afraid of a dog too. 6 Lafayette Street, White Plains, New York. 2-3 houses away from our house was a dog named Coco. And as kids, we were playing hide and seek and running around the neighborhoods. And I decided to hide on the porch of the neighbor's house. And that's where Coco was. And Coco bit my leg. I was about 5 years old. But look how I grew up. Not afraid of doggies. Well, you know, the bite. Dogs bite, but some of them bark. I don't know. But well-behaved dogs are welcomed at the farmer's market as well as the art show. And yeah, so really cute to see that. And if you're at the farmer's market, a few years ago, Caleb's Catch is one of the featured vendors there. And they used to have salmon dog treats. Caleb's Catch is known for their salmon. So they would take like the salmon skin and make little dog treats out of them. So see if you can find a dog collar, some dog treats at the farmer's market, some dog toys today. Are we going to go and check back in with Bratzo here, Rachel, in a second? All right. So Bratzo, you're back by the river again. That's a good spot to see doggies, longboarders, cyclists, bikers. Stay on the lookout. What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm walking around, you know, feeling the energy of this place. It's just gorgeous right now. Let me turn around and see where I'm seeing. And you can hear the roaring of the river. Some squirrels. No dogs yet here. I saw Baxter a second ago, but he tried to bite me. So I guess it's because I was smelling like bacon. But no, he barked a lot. But then I came down to his level, and we were friends in a second. But they keep walking. We'll see what happened around here. I'm gonna be checking this pathway, this bike and hiking trail right next to the river. It's just gorgeous here. It feels good. I'm ready to load this thing.
Go ahead. So where you're standing right there, and you could probably put your vest on that fence over there, because where that fence is the enclosed amphitheater area for concerts at Riverwalk, where you'll find nature-like seating, like stones and knolls over there. You can also find some chairs over there as well. And if you're ever in Riverwalk and you're ever looking for a show, here's a lineup: Band by the River Music Series, and it kicked off a few weeks ago with Talking in Circles, and also Meadow Mountain performed there. And we had Justin Allison and Friends, and upcoming The Evolution. That's at Riverwalk where you are. And you live in Edwards too. You ever take a show at that stage area in Edwards?
Not yet. But
Now you know.
I will, because I'm right across the street. I'm gonna bring.
All right, very good.
Roller very soon.
Cool. So as the viewers can see, there's music that can be found up and down the valley, as well as art shows. You can do the farmer's market, get out and do some activities, and you're bound to run into something anywhere along your adventures while you're out there. And tonight in Beaver Creek, you can also catch Leanne Rimes, acoustic, 2-time Grammy Award winning artist, at the Villar. And that's tonight. You can get your tickets online for for concerts and shows. And then just as we're wrapping up the show, plenty to do while you're out there today, and plan for whatever the weather could brings. Have an exit plan, exit strategy if the weather comes down, and pay attention to nature because they're out there as well. But be safe out there. We thank you very much for watching Vail Daily Live. You can catch the replay on YouTube, and there you can also, fast forward through it or pause and watch again what you've seen before because you thought something was funny, you thought something was interesting. The replay is available for you to share with your friends too in case they missed something, and also if they to see one of us hosts or friends or someone that that was on the show. We look forward to you sharing Vail Daily Live through a hashtag Vail Daily Live. We look forward to receiving your content on Instagram. That's a way that you're giving us permission to you being a part of the show. In that way, you can give us a brief story about what was featured in your photos, and we look forward to hearing from you. Right now, we're going to take a look at our chat corner and see who we have here. Rodney Travis. Good morning, Ken from South Carolina. Rodney Travis is a huge fan of Vail Daily Live. He's also a huge fan of Vail Mountain Coffee, and Rodney Travis went online to Vail Mountain Coffee, made some purchases, and had them mailed to him for coffee cups and the coffee itself, some tea, and so thank you very much for supporting the show. Claire, come on, Ty. You were afraid of a dog named Coco? Yes, but I'm a coffee drinker. Okay, but it's not that I was afraid. It was one of those things, and I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. And me and Coco are friends now. I'm sure Coco is doing just fine, but maybe has changed neighborhoods since I was 5 years old. Looking at Kelly Ann, what does she say? We just left, and they're back in PA. Loved watching, and you can watch Vail Daily Live anywhere around the world. So if you're traveling, thank you for watching while you're here with us. Continue to watch now that you're back in PA. My friends watch in Japan, Dan Marshall and his family and friends. I have some friends in South Africa that are watching, New Zealand, in Wales. We appreciate you watching. You can also share your content anywhere around the globe, around the world. As you know, Vail Daily Live, you pick up your newspapers local. We also share these features with you internationally and online, and we can mail these. We've mailed the papers to you before. Your friends have sent them to you. Vail Daily Live is certainly in a world-class place, a global show. Stay close to us wherever we go. And Rachel, you just held something up for me to read again. What was it?
Bring in the hosts one more time.
We're going to say, find out what the hosts are doing. Let's get everybody on the screen right now. Let's do a little Brady Bunch, little screen going on here, but of three. All right, so who wants to go first? A show of hands. Okay, fine, Charlie. Come on, Bratzo. You got some reflexes in there. Charlie, it's up to you. What's going on?
And ladies first.
What's going on with your day? We're saying goodbye to everyone, so let's get an invitation going.
Well, it is looking a little gloomier here in Vail at the farmers market, but it's still warm. I mean, I'm slowly taking layer after layer off. I mean, I have a whole wardrobe in my car, from like snow, winter jackets, even snow pants, to like summer clothes and caps and stuff. So you can find everything in my car. So I'm always prepared. But yes, come prepared down to the village today. I would still bring a light jacket or a rain jacket just in case those rainstorms hit. But it's still nice out, so come on down. Everyone is pretty much set up and there's everything here. So come on down.
And preparing for the day, both you and Bratzo, I'm not sure who wants to go first. We can go by show of hands. As a parent, and maybe as a pet owner, when you get out in the day, it's also smart to prepare for the kids in the group, the infants, and prepare with the animals in your group when you're away from home. Who has a suggestion for preparing in that fashion? Either of you, because you both are parents. Bratzo, go for it.
That was quick. Well, look at that. This is the amphitheater you were seeing in the other side. But yeah, if you want to go out, your family, with your kids, if you're going to walk 4 ferrets around with their leashes, it's good to bring a second layer, maybe a change for the baby. You never know. They're drooling, they're drinking, they're making a mess, a changing thing for sure. And with the stroller, I always bring now my umbrella because the weather is very unpredictable. So I have a big umbrella that we can all get in there, at least to make it to the car. So, yeah, man.
You got to bring snacks. You have to bring beverages, juices, things to pacify and make people happy, little distracting toys. And for the pets, I imagine you should bring your own water and your own little water dish. You could be out there on the trails, and those pets, they're out there panting too. And we all have our needs while we're out there on the trails, and we all want to take in the views together. So let's go ahead and prepare and enjoy the day like today. You guys enjoy yourselves. Thank you for your reporting today, and thank you all for watching Vail Daily Live. We'll see you back here bright and early, 7 a.m. Until then, we'll see you.